Hi, it's Tacticus, and in the dark future of the 41st millennium, mistakes happen. I compared Revers and Imospekh in my video on Imospekh's changes, and I think that comparison could have been a lot more thorough. Oh, and eagle-eyed Corvus Dinopatria noticed I forgot Revers' extra damage on Overwatch. Now, why do we compare the two even? Imospekh and Revers are the only two characters in game that have a ranged Overwatch that can hit multiple times around. Yes, forecast blade is long. No, it's not all that comparable, I think. Against AI enemies, the mechanical pair of Xenos is extremely useful, as they'll often run into your Overwatch and just die. Against human enemies, you either have a powerful area denial and can set up the positioning of the rest of your team, or force the opponent to commit resources by either pulling forward a very tenacious fighter like a Terminator to soak up the damage, which is still risky, or they'll have to take an infiltrate character getting next to you, or they'll have to take a character with suppression and range 3 to outrange you and shut down your Overwatch. There are ways to handle them, but forcing the enemy to use characters they otherwise wouldn't in tournament arena is valuable. Both characters are extremely useful, and both you'll get in your first week of play. Perfect. Who's better though? Let's start at face value. Both have move 3. Revers can fly, making her a little more flexible for movement. Imospekh has a 29% higher attack stat, which is leveled by Revers' ranged weapon specialist, which increases her damage by 33% if she didn't start her turn next to an enemy and only for ranged attacks. Generally, Imospekh deals more damage close up. His 6 hits are all molecular damage, with an excellent 60% of pierce ratio. Even close up, where Revers only sports the 25% flame pierce in melee and 20% pulse pierce ratio for ranged attacks, making Imospekh better against high armor targets. Small point, if Revers attacks in melee, the attack type is flame, setting the hex of the enemy ablaze. This hinders enemy movement, while Revers herself is unaffected as a flyer and adds an additional hit at the beginning of the enemy's next turn for some chip damage. Imospekh can get up to a 41% crit ratio with a crit equipment and booster, whereas Revers stops at 35% with only a crit equipment. Defensively, the comparison flips though. Revers is a tank and has 31% more health. Armor-wise, both are a head-to-head, including a high-quality armor equipment for Imospekh that is, whereas Revers can get a block item and booster for up to 36% of block. Both are mechanical and can be repaired instead of healed. Imospekh even has an inbuilt self-heal of 10% per round, with his living metal trait. Revers is less independent, but can protect a mechanic tagging along with the big target trait, shielding adjacent allies from one hit from ranged attacks against them. She doesn't get any bonuses from tall grass and trenches though, which can of course significantly help Imospekh's longevity if the terrain makes it possible. At the cost of high ground in the case of trenches of course, which could be important too. So, pure stats? I'd call it a draw actually. Both do similar damage, but Imospekh is more flexible since he can do it close up. Imospekh heals himself and can profit from the battlefield. He's far better against high armor targets and has a slightly higher potential for spike damage. Revers, on the other hand, has more health, can protect her allies and defend herself better with the block chance. Flying also affords her a little better movement. I'll compare the values for maxed out characters now, but scaling means the comparison will work for lower level characters too. Let's see how the abilities of both work. Imospekh has exactly the same attack values in range and close up. Whenever going into Overwatch mode, which he does every turn due to his trait, Imospekh gets a bonus to the damage he deals, making Overwatch his preferred way to attack. After each enemy defeated in Overwatch in a turn, he deals one less hit, linearly decreasing his damage until the hits don't kill anymore, or no hits are available anymore. This is exactly the same damage on melee and ranged Overwatch attacks, so pretty straightforward. I separated the normal damage and extra damage for more overview here. Compared to this, River's damage and PS ratio are lower, but the hits are the same. The ranged weapon specialist trait enhances her damage with ranged attacks by 33% if she didn't start the turn in contact with an enemy. Which she really shouldn't if you go into Overwatch, so you'll always count that bonus. Including it, even with high armor enemies, Rivers is better off with her ranged attack. This makes 2 crafts already, one for ranged and one for melee. But wait, there's more. Each of those attacks deals an extra 3 hits due to Rivers' passive, for a bit of particle damage at 35% of pierce. Those extra hits will deal around 50% more damage if the target is a machine or marked with, a marker light. And lastly, all of Rivers' attacks are enhanced by 3 times the base damage of Imospekh, and I think you can see where this is going. Rivers might have less damage and pierce, but the extra damage added is massive, and as those apply to 9 hits with the bonus hits from the passive, it is multiplied even further. And here's the comparison over all 6 enemies. Without armor considered, Rivers is just vastly better. Rivers' 3 hits extra give her a head start, making sure she never dips too low, and the extra damage on Overwatch is 3.5 times her normal damage, making the Overwatch so much stronger than her normal attacks. If we consider infinite armor, the pierce of Imospekh actually pushes him over Rivers' melee damage. For the first hit only. The difference here really isn't that high for up to the 3rd enemy, but from there on Imospekh drops down. Rivers' Overwatch is significantly better, and it adds 2 summons that make her even more bulky, which also can be nice in mechanical teams. The thing Imospekh has is volume of attacks. If you just compare normal attacks, Imospekh is a little worse against low armor, but better against high armor. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. But Imospekh shouldn't attack normally, as he can go into his extra Overwatch each turn. And if the enemy doesn't run into it, you also have your active, which can hit a high number of enemies quite hard and lets you choose the targets, while Rivers' whole ability set makes the Overwatch better but does nothing else much. And then Mythic comes in, and Rivers gets her relic. Imospekh gets a way better self-heal. Love it. Even more self-dependent makes him great in legendary events, I reckon. But Rivers gets the burst cannon, which lets her reuse her active after 8 attacks. From level 6 on, it's even after 7 attacks, which helps a lot. While you're dependent on the enemy running into your Overwatch, and this won't do much in PvP, in horde modes it's an active every few turns, and you even get a higher PS ratio after every attack until it resets. Your later attacks in an Overwatch might do lower damage, but they have enhanced PS. Like without help, you go into Overwatch, kill 6 enemies, kill another one the next turn, and can use it again. Every other turn without help if upgraded, or 3 rounds with a low level burst cannon. But with help, add on Shi, for example, after using the first use, and start the second active at 6 kills. Or add Actus for even more frequent attacks during long runs. Here's how that would look. But of course, it's a bit theoretically. You'll rarely get 6 enemies killed each round. At some point the drones start clogging up your machine. And while not the same as a self-heal, more protecting drones are pretty much a similar effect. So you get both early, both combine well with Aleph Null in legendary events, and both are pretty good. But who is the king of Overwatch? I must give that title to Rivers. The extra damage from the active is just so good. If you only want to invest in one ability, I guess Imospekh is a discount option. as Rivers wants both abilities skilled. For lower level players, Imospekh can be better for the higher frequency of Overwatch attacks, and he is required in Indomitus Mirror, which will make some investment necessary either way. Rivers, however, is more likely to actually kill with her Overwatch. She can take more punishment, has one more shared trait with Aleph, summons her own bodyguards to swarm the field, and as soon as you have the relic, she can do her active on most turns, pulling her far ahead. So thank you for watching, excuse my initial mistake, and I hope you enjoyed this more thorough comparison. Let me know who you prefer in the comments. If you want to support my channel, please hype and like the video and subscribe to it. And if you want to help me out in-game too, you can use my referral code BAD60ado for 100 Blackstone for you and various rewards for me. Thank you to Corvus Cinepatria again, the discussion with whom got me to make this video a lot more in detail than I first intended. You'll hear from me soon, I hope you have a great day.